how would you say you have become or are becoming the best version of yourself? How do you do that?
Or you asking us as individuals, or like how does a person do it? Like how would a person go about it?
How would you say like you do that? What ways? What things do you do? What things do you use? What things do you do to be the best version of yourself?
Just do what makes you happy. Whether it be you want to get in shape and you think that's going to make you happy, get in shape. Yeah. You want to watch a movie, you really love the Harry Potter series, watch the Harry Potter series. That makes you happy. Like, just do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And you'll be the best version of yourself. You'll walk into a room and light it up because you're happy.
That's interesting. Wait, what happens when you're not happy though?
Then you're not the best version of yourself.
No, let's say I don't want to use an extreme example.
All right,
because I was gonna say your whole family died.
No, because let's say you get in shape, like you're sad or whatever, and you want to get in shape. You think getting in shape will make you happy. Now you're ripped up, 6-pack abs, chiseled, could do 1,000,000 pull-ups, and you're still sad. Is that the best version of yourself?
Well, I mean, no one ever said being that is the best version of yourself.
No, I'm saying in that bubble, would that be the best version of himself, even though he got like in shape? I don't.
It's on the individual. I'm saying in your terms, you know.
Yeah, I think you should be just be happy, bro. That's
do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Do what makes you. What about you, Ronaldo? And this is individual.
Yeah, like you.
Like,
right.
What things that you do or use, tools that you use or things that you do to be the best version of yourself.
I end the day off with a question. And I start the day off with a question. My question is this. To start, what can I do today that'll make me better than yesterday? And then I end it. Did I do what I was supposed to do today that made me better than yesterday? And that's it.
Yeah! That was good though. That's really good questions to ponder on.
Because everything else is stupid. Look, here's what I mean.
That's not fair to say.
Here's what I mean. Here's what I mean by that. Because you can have a cajillion thoughts in a day of different shit that you want to do. You can have a cajillion thoughts in a day of different shit that you want to do. Doesn't mean that those things are going to come to fruition. Doesn't mean that you're going to if you're going to get a chance to do all of those things. So let's say you have a list of 10 things and you complete 8 out of 10 and you miss 2.
Mm-hmm.
Are you unhappy at the fact that you didn't finish those 2 things that you had set up to do, the last 2 things?
It depends, because everything, let's say you have a to-do list, not all the things that those to-do and on that to-do list hold like the same amount of weight. Yeah. So what if those 2 things you didn't do were like the most important things you had to do that day? Then you wouldn't be. But like, let's say those 2 things were like, oh, take out the trash and bathe my dog. Well, I can do it tomorrow. I'm cool with 8 out of 10.
I mean, yeah, 80%.
But even if you did 1 or 2 or 3 of those things on that list, did it make you better than yesterday?
Yeah.
Because
that is true.
What I mean by that is, bro, time is whatever you believe time to be for you. You just said it earlier when I didn't know the podcast was running. You said it yourself. You said, yo, hey, man, I spoke with a good friend of mine, and I told him, yo, this past week felt like...
Oh, that wasn't recorded.
Yeah, that wasn't recorded.
This past week felt like I didn't know when it started. This past week felt like...
Surprise.
Eternity.
Surprise.
And then he said, oh, the past few weeks or whatever felt like months. So time for you guys may have been extremely like long because of whatever it was or whatever it is that you're dealing with. But for somebody else who's doing, some other things in their life, time may be going super fast or they may be incredibly present. And that all depends on whether or not they're doing what it is that they want to do, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Or on if you're awaiting something, or maybe if you're spending a lot of time over here.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're here doing it, present, doing the things that you want to do in order to make your tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, lit.
Yeah.
Yo, if you keep on living like, all right, you know what? Yo, tomorrow, today I'm gonna do all of the things that I need to do in order to make tomorrow lit. And you keep on doing that every day. Keep on doing that. Doesn't matter. Don't think about no expiration date. Don't think about no end.
Yeah.
Keep on doing that every day. Eventually, bro, you're gonna be that dude. You won't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be that dude.
Something that I wanted to implement into me, like improving myself, would be getting into a routine, as in like making going.
That would be my answer.
I've done it. I've done it for the last couple of days, but like going to sleep at the same time, waking up at the same time. Yeah, just doing that just makes you, because you know what you're doing with your time. Essentially, you have a certain time to do everything.
To be honest, that's optimal for your sleep and for your daily, whatever you're doing daily.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be like early morning or like it could be late at night waking up. But as long as it's like a set schedule, your body likes
discipline.
that. Not that, but like your body itself, like it's your body's based on well, it's not based, but it uses a 24. They call it circadian cycle, where like let's say you start the day, right? You wake up at a certain time, so your body will know more than likely than not, as long as you got your 8 hours or maybe 7, your body will naturally wake up at that time.
Yeah.
And by the time it comes for the nighttime or whatever time you're going to sleep, your melatonin levels rise, as long as you're not using a lot of light and stuff like that, and it'll be ready for sleep.
That sleeping cycle stuff is very like. Have you guys ever, let's say, woken up before your alarm clock rang? Let's say around 4:30.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm supposed to wake up at 6. I wake up at 4:30 and I'm completely energized. But you look at the clock and you're like, you know what? Let me go. I got an hour and a half more to sleep. Let me just go to sleep. Then I wake up at 6 and I'm drowsy. I'm drowsy. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
So I think that cycle thing really has an effect on.
That's so true, bro. Because what happened is you woke up and you were ready for the day, but then you went back to sleep, and that you made yourself groggy, like you said, bro.
So you slept another hour and a half. So now you gotta sleep another 6.5 hours to complete the cycle, essentially. That cycle. That's what I told you, bro, man. Come on, man. Sleep. Nah, I'm playing.
No, but like you said, to answer the question for me, I'd say routine, having a routine and waking up early. Well, for me, waking up early, but just waking up and getting at it. Whatever I'm doing that day, just trying to go at it with all I got. I try to, I get a workout in, and recently I've been doing a little meditation in the morning.
Oh, you said you've been doing what was it?
Mindfulness.
Mindfulness
meditation. Yeah, I'm at 3 weeks now. I'm working on to just make it daily.
But what is mindful meditation? Are you just focus on what's going on around you, like focusing on the sounds, like taking the sounds as they come, or sensations as they come?
It depends. There's a few varieties, but the main gist of it is just focusing on one thing, usually your breath.
Yeah.
And not letting your mind wander. Or your mind's gonna wander, but you always bring it back to the thing you're focusing on, which usually, for me at least, is the breath.
Mm. And
so you sit there and you on the breath, right? You focus on the breath. Thoughts come in, and it's hard, bro. And that's why I I was always hesitant to do it because like the thoughts come and you just have to like let them go, and not entertain them. And even now, like sometimes I catch myself like thinking about some things like for longer, like getting lost in them a little bit. But then you redirect to your breath, and you just train in your mind. It's like working out. They're like bench press or squats or any type of physical exercise. Like it requires that work.
When I meditated like last year. Rojo Renard, the way you call him, he put me down. He put me on to meditate because I was like I was like real cloudy, like my headspace. Yeah. And I told him what I was going through and stuff. He was like, you should meditate. So he mentioned meditation. So I meditated for like a week, and I was focusing on my breath. And it got to the point where I could feel the breath going into my body, into like and I felt the breath going into like my lungs. Like I don't know, it felt weird. But the reason I stopped meditating was because at night somebody recommended some sounds. So I looked it up on YouTube to sleep to. I tried it twice, and both times I woke up with a nightmare. But I'm like, what? The sounds were inducing nightmares, or like, I don't know. It was just a bad experience. What was the hertz? The sound? It's like a 357.
Oh, 340.
340. I don't know.
There's hell of hertz, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of hertz. Yeah.
No, but it was that one. It was 1 3 something. Well, I woke up in cold sweats, and I looked at the time, and I was like, bro, I only been asleep for 15 minutes. Nah, let me turn that off. I'm trying to get a good night's sleep.
I mean, that could have been a lot of things. But sleep is interesting.
If you play around with it, dog, you can find some really cool things.
Play around with what?
I can wake myself up out of dreams.
Play around with what? What are we playing around
with? What is it, lucid dream?
Play around with who you are, bro, with what you are.
Bro. Oh, not in dreams?
Oh, it
doesn't
matter,
matter.
It doesn't matter, bro. You can play through meditation, you can play through sleep, play with sleep, you can
play through everything.
Exercise.
Nah, I mean,
you can play with yourself.
You can really take your fucking consciousness on a journey, bro. You can go to different places, bro. That's all I got to say.
Is exercise a form of meditation? Because you're one with the body. When you're doing a bench press, you're breathing in and out, and you're like real centered.
It can be.
Or you just touch your titty.
No,
it can be. It can be. I'd say it can be, but I wouldn't say it's. I mean, if you listen to music, probably not. But it could be. Just how you do it.
That mirror meditation, I still do it from time to time. Well, I stopped, but I was still doing it. I did it today. Just looking in the mirror.
Y'all interested with the mirror meditation? It's not bad. It's just
no, you can look it up though.
Yeah,
it's an actual type of meditation where you just look at yourself and take yourself for who you are.
I heard Eli started it.
For real? I walked into a room. Eli was making out with his mirror reflection. You saw it, right?